Welcome to another edition of Ikagasi FM Sports Unlocked. Igama usamkelo the Sports Mchita. Ngihambi ngedwa ngiphethe intshebe uSiyandazwane Ikagasi FM. I'm sports analyst njengoba sikhuluma about the FIFA World Cup. We are down to the last 8 teams akhona kwi World Cup and ngaphansi kwala ngigqoke iskipha sayo bafana. So noma ngasekho but ngisa proud namanje for obviously our achievements by being the first side to reach the knockout stages. Khona la eSouth Africa mangethe ngikubingelele kwiGagasi FM. Just what's your take on Ilas 8 and how the teams have played, and we finally down to amathima 8 okugcina manje?
What I liked most about the competitive nature yale World Cup le, we've seen some of our African teams really going for it, you know. I was impressed with the Senegal, impressed with Morocco. Obviously, they are the pride of Africa right now. Impressed with showing Egypt, Gemina Izolo, going against the world champions, the current world champions, Argentina. You know, it shows that African football has really evolved. We have really taken another direction, a very good direction, you know. And nane bola lethu kuyabonakalisa mfowethu ukuthi la likhulile, you know. It's no longer one of those days whereby you go to the World Cup just to visit and come back. Right now, amathima afana no Morocco, they are really showing ukuthi we want to go all the way, and if it's possible to win it, why not?
Yeah. You mentioned you mentioned igame ezolo, Argentina and Egypt. I mean, I thought everyone who watched that game from the first half up until the later stages of the second half, we all thought ukuthi Egypt will go ahead and win igame ezolo. But kwenzakaleni in the last 15 minutes of the game, you know, Argentina, who were not playing as well as they have been all tournament long, and I think kuphinde kwabuya nale yandlela ababedlala ngayo against Cape Verde, but they were also able to bounce back. What do you think went wrong in terms of Egypt not being able to seal indawo yabo kuma quarterfinals?
I think it all goes back to managing the game. I don't think ukuthi inkinga evelele Egypt kuphela. If you look back at all the games that the African national team that they've played, most of them in the 80th, 75th, 80th minutes, there's always that lapse of concentration somewhere somehow, and we end up conceding. And also having that fear of concede, that is the only time that you're gonna concede, because now you are looking at the scoreboard and you're like, okay, you are 1-0. You've been doing well, you've been highly offensive, you've been being on the front foot as a team, and then now suddenly you look at the time, it's 20 minutes to go. Now you decide to go, okay, let's just sit back and invite more pressure. And sometimes you can be able to absorb the pressure for a certain period. And mind you, we are playing in the highest level, and these players that you are playing, the players that are playing in that level, they can always bring that moment of brilliance because of the talent that they have and the football mastery that they have at their disposal. Ekemina Izolo, I just felt ukuthi Amachita, they did well. I think starting the game on the front foot when you are playing against amathima njengo Argentina, it is very important to show. Do not give them any respect. Yeah. They started very well. You could see ukuthi defensively, they tried to make sure ukuthi they protect the central corridor, which Messi finds more joy. Yeah. And they directed Argentina to use more off-wing play, of which it is not their strength. Yeah. Whenever they win possession of the ball, every player in the team, they look for Lionel Messi. And Lionel Messi is always in those central positions in between the lines. They did that very well. And when they win a position of the ball, they were very ruthless in terms of the transition, using Abu Hassam on the right, which I was very impressed with the play. I've seen him play for Real Oviedo, La Liga, but I wasn't familiar with his game. I didn't think he was that good, and I think he was their attacking spark, Gemina Izolo, and I believe if he was kept Gemina Izolo game, he could have maybe won the game for Ilokuzane Egypt. But other than that, they gave a very good account of themselves. They showed a lot of character. They were very resilient, even defensively. It's just that when you are playing against players afana no Messi, anything can still happen, my brother.
You mentioned Messi, the GOAT debate. Isa on manje. Cristiano Ronaldo obviously is out of the World Cup. Messi ngala, he's the leading goal scorer in the running for a Golden Boot. But the Haaland no Mbappe bakhona baseduzane. How do you see that shaping up now that say a player like Cristiano Ronaldo is out, Messi leading the race for Amakoli? And what do you think about the competition is out though behind him?
As long as you are still in the competition, you have a chance to become the top goal scorer.
Yeah.
And when I look at wonke goal scorers, I think one player that stands out the most for me is Haaland, based on the team and the players that he has around him. Yeah. And mind you, Haaland is a game that he didn't play. There was a game that the coach decided to rest him against France. But to see him up there with Abo Mbappe, Nabo Messi, it's very impressive. All these players that are there, those are goal poachers. These are the players who are very, very ruthless in front of goals. You give them a chance, they punish you. Very impressed with Harry Kane. What I like about him is how dynamic he is, because Harry Kane can play as a number 9, as a false number 9, and when the time comes, when the team needs him to be there in the kitchen as a proper 9, he's always there. Mbappe, oh man, one of those players that I think even when Nama was playing, I was never gonna, I wouldn't want to come up a player like Mbappe because on and off the ball, Mbappe is very good. He can hurt you any day. So it's difficult to tell at this moment. I think it's also depends on the opponents that abazodlala na. You look at France. I think France will play against Morocco. Morocco is very formidable at the back. They don't give anything away so easily, but you've got very good players around him. Abo Olise who can create beautiful moments anytime, who have this ability of line breaking passes. You look at Harry Kane is got Abo Jude Bellingham, because Jude is the proper number 10. When England has the ball, he makes sure that he's very closer to support Harry Kane. But when England loses the ball, he goes back to form a midfield 3 with Anderson, Beno Declan Rice. And I think all these players, they have a chance. Anyone can take it at this point.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting matchup between England against Norway. Also considering ukuthi in Norway ikadle ngolo ntuza ikadle ngo Haaland lapana, and they all know each other very well, considering Wotu Haaland also plays in the English Premiership. How do you see that game panning out, Egypt against Norway?
I think the advantage that they have, England, is Mark Gahey, because Gahey plays with Haaland. Yeah. He knows his movements off the ball. He knows what he can do. He knows his strengths and his weaknesses. I don't know what's going to happen Chimini. Maybe nase Chimini amhlula, because if amhlula Chimini, obviously nase Chimini uzomhlula. There is also Konsa next to Gahey, whom I believe he has been doing well. He plays for West Ham. I've watched a lot of games with Man City against West Ham. I think he's done a very good job against him. It's gonna be a very, very nice battle between those two, between Mark Gahey, Beno Haaland. But Haaland, one moment is walking. If you look at the goal that he scored, he was walking, and then Gabriel lost sight of him, and then that small movement, Gabriel bengasamboni, and then was in front of him, and then he was able to score the goal. Football is a game of moments, and abadlala banjengo Haaland, you've got football acumen, abadlala abakwazi uku-anticipate, bayakwazi ukuthi bayicreate ama goal scoring moments out of nothing.
Yeah, we've also got Spain playing against Belgium. How do you see that game for both teams?
For me, strength of Spain, it's always in that midfield. They are very dominant in that midfield. Petri, Nabo Rodri, but Belgium as well, they've shown very good form. In the first 2 games, I wasn't sure about them, but now they look more like a team. I always say that as a coach, you must be able to make tough decisions. that coach of Belgium, he realized ukuthi as much as I need a Kevin De Bruyne in the team, I need a Lukaku in the team, but it's not working out. I need players who are hungry, players who will run for every ball, players who will be able to give us that edge. And then he decided that I'm not going to play these two players. Kevin De Bruyne, as angadlali, yes, Lukaku came on and scored a goal. But I think that has helped him, and the whole team to make sure Oguti, they get the kind of result. They also have Tellerman in front. It's going to be a very, very tricky game, complex, but obviously we expect Spain to walk away to progress to the semi-finals.
Yeah, ngiyazi ukuthi sikhuluma about the teams that made it into top 8 njengamanje, but I was very impressed with one team in particular, Capo Verde. Their run to Gule World Cup, I think a small island nation really punching above their weight. So what do you make of their performances again on the World Cup? I know mhlambe kubo maybe figure if sebefikile khona kuzobe ngathi bayiwinile bethi le World Cup ngoba indlela abayimisele ngayo, and it also just shows if you believe in your abilities. Ngisho kuthiwa wonke omunye umuntu akakholelwa kuwena, but if you truly believe in your own abilities njengoba iCapo Verde then ngenzeka noma yini.
Yeah, in football you must want it as bad as you want to breathe, one thing that I believe they did right, they played as a team. You understand, everyone, even the strikers up front, there was the formation that they are playing, it demands a lot physically, because when you don't have the ball you work the hardest. And they always have that 4-5-1 all the time. They leave their number 9 up front alone to fight with the whole back 4, sometimes with the 2 that is left. And then the other 9 players, they are the ones who are making sure they don't deny the opposition spaces in between the lines to be able to play. And also on the sides, they don't allow, if we are a winger of a certain team and they know that you are very dangerous, they don't leave that room for isolation. They always doubling up on the sides. They are closing the central corridor, and they absorb the pressure. One thing that they did better defensively is to make sure that they absorb the pressure and they stay very compact. They make sure that they fight for every ball. In a team, it's a team. It's like they're saying, talent-wise, you might beat me, but you will never outwork me. You understand? So they work hard, and I believe for them, it's a win. To score 2 goals against Argentina, that is a big achievement,
And the Capo Verde didn't concede or didn't lose a game inside of 90 minutes. So, I mean, throughout the entire World Cup. So I think that's also a take home for them. But really,
and they have a 40-year-old in goals. Vozina.
No, I think the modern day athletes, man, you look at the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo. Once you hit 30, 33, 35, it's almost done. But now we're seeing isn't just say it's manje.
Yeah, in football, whatever you take care of, it takes care of you back. Cristiano Ronaldo, we all know, is very big on a diet. Is very big on extra training. He looks after himself very, very well, and is a very good youngster. Is a very good example and a role model. That is why Amachita Manning, they agitate more towards Cristiano than Messi, because they can relate. So, this guy has gone through all the criticism in the world, but he hardly responds back. He responds in the pitch, and also his resilience and his character. But that is a player who's very, very confident in himself and his abilities. So if you are disciplined in football, the most difficult thing, because when you have money in your pocket, you can do anything that you want. You can go to a club, you can date as many women as you want. But to Cristiano Ronaldo was not about that. All those distractions, he makes sure that he stuffed them. That is why he is amongst, if not the best, in the world.
Yeah, a true professional. That is Cristiano Ronaldo. So manje as iAfrica fethu sinethemba sesilibeke lete engayifuni mfethu. Sesibeka amathemba kwabanye abantu. That's kade sidala khona lapha.
That's not choice.
But yeah, nonetheless Morocco fethu isimele, and I think Morocco proving once again ukuthi at the last World Cup kwangakona nje ukuthi bafika khona ngenhlanhla by reaching the semi-finals. They're in the quarterfinals again. Ukuyona le World Cup playing against arguably the team to beat and the favorite team to win the World Cup okuyi France. Ingabi khona yini bethi into iMorocco engakwazi ukuyenza against France, against Kylian Mbappe?
I think if you are playing with players who've got such abilities, players who can decide football matches, you can't plan around an individual, because you plan around Mbappe and then Dembele comes in and scores. You plan around Olise and then Mbappe scores. I think as a coach, you need to do your match analysis to really analyze Oguti. As much as you want to stop them from scoring, but now how can I hit them? Yeah. You know, so I see them approaching a low block, even though they've been brilliant. I believe that is a national team that they don't lose their identity, and secondly they go to in each and every game. They are not phased. They are abasab loto, you know. I think the best way to deal with it, France, is to make sure that you don't concede early. And then when you start football matches, you must try and start on a front foot. And I think basically it's just about that. I see them applying a low block. I see them playing through transitions, using e-wing play, Abu Hakimi. And also being able to, I don't know whether Usai Barry is injured or not, but they've been very instrumental for them. It's been their focal point up front. So the best thing you can do is to try not to concede. By not conceding, you're giving yourself a chance to get a goal or two.
Yeah. Ngiyazi ukuthi kunama team awu8 asele manje, but mekuthiwa upredict nje ifinal yakho, which two teams would be in the final and who wins the final and why?
Learning because in the sports that you are in, it is very unpredictable, because nobody saw it coming. Ukuthi Morocco is overlay corner. I would love to see in the beginning bengifisa ukubona ifinal Portugal and Argentina, you know. For football's sake, you know, and what these guys have been to this game and what they've given and what they've achieved. But since long as I would love to see an Argentina against France. I think that will be a very good final, you know, between these two teams. Both teams, they play total football. Those are the teams that are highly offensive. They go for it. They've got very good players. I think if we can have those two teams, looking at the two squads, I think if France has a slight edge, you know, in terms of its talent, but they are very good players also now. Argentina, Paredes, Lionel Messi as well. Yeah. It's difficult to keep Messi quiet, but if they can try and do that, half a job is done. There's Enzo Fernandez is there as well, who always comes late in the box. Yeah, it will be a very, very good final, you know. But I think France, if it goes to that, I think if France will win it. If FIFA does not intervene.
Hey, lama interventions FIFA pets, lama interventions FIFA. We saw USA being knocked out after intervention in FIFA. So hey, indaba FIFA pets and President Gianni Infantino kuninga kusamela aphendule la after this World Cup. But what a great spectacle it has been. You know, the World Cup being played in 3 different countries. I think the turnout has been been good. We're seeing the stadiums packed everywhere like dlalwa khona, and I think it's aside from zonke lezi ezinye izinto ezenzekalayo outside the pitch, la ezenzeka ema boardrooms, but influencing into enzeka on the actual pitch. I think it's been a great turnout, great tournament to be a part of for the players. And I can't to let you go Mangete without speaking about Bafana Bafana. Nayo kati khona kule tournament lena esaqhubeka njengamanje, but last week they landed OR Tambo International Airport. We were there. Great reception from abalandeli to really just praising the guys and thanking them for into abayenzile ngoba ekugcineni kosuku we still made history. We achieved into ebesingakazi si achieve as a country, so I think that is something to be proud of. Ungathi nje wena nge Bafana Bafana, and now that the guys are back home.
More than anything, I think imfowethu uma ubisi selichithekile ayikho into ongayenza. More than anything, I think amajita, what they need right now is love. You know, we had to go there and learn. And while we were in the process of learning, we managed to make history. And Jengobusho, it's a painful lesson, to be honest, because you watch Canada play and then you look like that Canada is average, man. You know, we should have. Like, you watch Mexico, even though Mexico were formidable because they also had that 12 men, you know, supporters, and also the fact that they were playing at home. Okay, maybe in that game. But I think there's more to learn in terms of being able to defend set place, because I believe that was our downfall. And also, it's a challenge for coaches back at home, you know, to try and build more of our number 10s, because we don't have a number 10 like South Africa. You look at the player like Bellingham, I think is a prime example of how a number 10 should play in the pitch. And we also need to have strikers. We are very thin in that striking department, you know. But other than that, Simfetama Chita, they showed up. They gave everything they have, and then there were mistakes there and there from the coach's perspective, tactically and technically. But I believe Gutama Chita, they made us proud, you know. They gave a very good account of themselves. There's still room for us to grow as a nation. We've got a very young team, and I foresee a very bright future for Bafana Bafana going forward.
There's a lot of talk surrounding the coaching department. Bafana Bafana, we know before the World Cup, Coach Hugo Broos announced after the World Cup, but when we were at some OR Tambo International Airport, press conference, is a figure. I say ona le yankulumo liyana ekwakuyona eqaleni angazi manje ukuthi kuzokwenzakalani ngomadala Coach Hugo Broos washo ukuthi yena usemdala futhi uzohlala nomndeni wakhe angazi noma manje usefike waya ku World Cup wabuye esemusha. What's your whole take about that whole situation, and do you think obviously now we're going to speak about a man who you've played under, who the Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, Etienne McKenzie, has come out to support. If Hugo Broos leaves, then he should take over. I'm speaking about Coach Pitso Mosimane. Do you think if Coach Hugo Broos leaves, then Coach Pitso Mosimane should take over as the national coach of Bafana Bafana?
Yeah, I believe Uguti, he deserves a shot, you know. Last time when he got an opportunity, why ngayena lo coach awuyona namhlanje? I think now he has gained a lot of experience and he's got a lot of knowledge. There's also a Penny McCarthy. Why are we ignoring Penny McCarthy, guys?
With the Kenyan team.
You understand? And then someone also who went Tima Makula Fana no Manchester. That guy is knowledgeable, you know. There's also a Mangoba Mniti also in that hat. I believe Gutinai deserves a shout.
Yeah, but Ogwamanju Mangoba Mniti is without a job because he left Golden Arrows, and Skagozo alludes to
yeah, it's not a season in the Rumamil Guti that reunion between and Coach Peter and that Bafana in Genzega. But we are really hopeful. As someone who worked to Coach Peter Mosimane, I believe he can take Bafana to even greater heights, because he's a coach who's able to get the best out of Amachita, and also a coach who has egos. You know, if you can be able to work with the likes of Abotiko, Nabo Surprise Moriri, all these players, you know, and keep them hungry as much as they've achieved a lot, but also keep them hungry. I believe Uguti, for me as well, I also believe Uguti is the right man for the job. But anything can happen because Coach Hugo Broos, it looks like he's got a change of heart, you know. And also in that space, I believe it's mainly because Amachita, there's this thing that is called the player power. I believe you look at the chemistry that he has, that bromance that he has with Ronwen Williams and the other guys. I believe maybe, just maybe, also the players had a role to play in that. Good now, coach, we are building something great here. You know, we need continuity and consistency. So why not give it maybe 2 more years and see we can't go take it one step further. You know. So I genuinely believe and I know it's okay. But Amachita now had a role to play in terms of him wanting to stay now.
Yeah, now and where to from Ibafana Bafana manje post Hugo Broos if he chooses to leave with a new coach who's also appointed, or if Hugo Broos na eqhubeka futhi where to, you know, we've achieved great things. Sapumagu achieved bronze Gwilontoza, we AFCON, we also did well, World Cup, making history. So what is the next step for Ibafana Bafana? I know coach Hugo Broos mentioned Oguti. The next step should be, first of all, to qualify for World Cup in 2030, and also manje go all out and win Ilontoza Africa Cup of Nations, because we've done well, we've had that experience, we've had the experience in World Cup. So siyagephi manje siqembu lesizwe.
Yeah, I was about to say that now it's time for us to conquer Africa. It's time for us to get into that space whereby we are going to win AFCON. And also try and go back to a World Cup and also try and reach the heights that we couldn't reach. I believe that with the players that we have Bafana, we have the same potential that Abo Morocco has, you know, to reach our quarterfinals and semifinals. But we just need to believe more. Kuthina, you understand? Kumnandi awuthami ukuthi udliwe we wazi ukuthi udliwe ngelokhuzane ngeikhali zakho. You know, you don't lose yourself, and also you must also try to let Amachita to play. You know, the best way they know how. Angawa restrict Amachita. I know football is about tactics and stuff, but sometimes when we have the ball, these players, you can't teach about really what do you need to do with the ball. You understand? But defensively, just give these players the structure of how we move when we have the ball and when we don't have. But when we have the ball, allow them to take risk, especially in the last third. You know, and also now he must work on himself if he decides to stay, in terms of reading the game and knowing who if I lose Erele, I need to make sure ukuthi nomunye umbese engufakayo ayeke ukusaba nokuthuka and play defensive football. That is not who we are. No, thina siyaya awuthiyami.
You mentioned Urele Fethu, a big congratulations to him for securing that move. Yoguya Pesheya is going to be playing in Belgium for a union. But nginokhathazeka la wona mangete, knowing that some of our players have went abroad, but bangakwazi to live up to the expectations. So for Urele, I'm worried about the size of Urele and the physicality ekudlalwa ngayo lapha phesheya kwilwandle. What do you think he needs to do ukuze enze sure ukuthi mefika lapha he really hits the ground running and able to compete physically as well?
I think nayo i-Royal Saint itheme ngabe imthenga, they did have that in mind. I think for them, more than anything, Urele is more of an investment for them. I think in the first 6 months, they will try and build him up in terms of his physical look. You know, you can't do anything with what he can do when he has the ball in his feet, but he also needs to be able to protect the ball and maybe add a little bit of a balance. I think the conditioning coach of Real Saint will do a good job in terms of that. We should not expect to see Urele just going there and then immediately say adlala. You know, he needs time as well. As talented as he is, there is a new environment. This is the first time the boy will be without abazali bakhe, will be without abangani bakhe and everyone who's been there for him, lapha Orlando Pirates. It's a new territory. He needs time. But I believe you can see that boy is a very humble boy, and also he's coachable, he's teachable, He's the student of the game. But for me, more than anything, I'm happy for him because Lapogi Pirate, there was nothing left for him to do. Yeah. He did everything. He's a certified legend, in my honest opinion.
PSL Awards, anansiwa ama nominations akhona. Angifuni to go through the whole nominees and whatnots, but footballer of the season, who are you giving it to?
It's difficult for me to say that because I was also in the judging panel.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
I'm not allowed
to
say it.
Fair enough. But nonetheless, I think Pirates are angazi, but engikubonile, I think they dominated the nominees in so many categories, and I think it's just a great reward to them as well, just for isizini ababe nayo, bakwazi ukuvimba iSundowns from winning the title yet again, but also Sundowns now also did well Africa winning the CAF Champions League. So I think all around nje it was a great season for South African football. Ngiyabona ukuthi kunama announcement enziwayo in the teams, iphethwe Premiership iyabuya, mhlawumbe khona ukubonile exciting from abo Pirates. I know they let go of players as well. Announce abanye 7 players coming in, as well as Asogo Mazulu futhi nakhona announcing abadlali abawu 7 nabo, if I'm not mistaken, coming in. So through all the teams that we bet to Premiership, ikhona nje into sayibonile mhlawumbe interestayo ahead of the new season.
Firstly, I think I want to see in terms of personnel that Golden Arrows brought into the team. Obviously, Coach Manqoba left, did well for the team. MTN 8, they are there. I just want to see what will happen, in his absentia. Looking at Orlando Pirates, the departure of Rele, I want to see which player, will come into those big shoes. Asho Rele Mofokeng. They've made very, very good signings, young and exciting players. I saw Sundowns also capturing the signature of Usianda Ndlovu from Lamunville Golden Arrows. There was a time getting to Pirates, umfana sesimbona ovumbuka Sundowns, Iswelele let go of 23 players. They mean business. You can tell that they mean business. Unfortunately, as a former player, I feel bad because when you lose a job, I know how it's like being in that space of knowing where is your salary gonna comes from. Coach Kevin Hunt has made some very good signings as well. I'm just excited to see come the new season, and also sokubona kahle okuningi ku-MTN 8 because that is when we're gonna see. Orlando Pirates showed us last year MTN 8 could they mean business. I'm just excited. I really miss the Betway Premiership.
Hey, Chiefs now with the new coach. What do you think the season looks like to them?
I haven't seen any signings for me, Chiefs. I think because the Chiefs they keep making one and the same mistake every season, Ukuba khona kwa coach does not win new football matches. You also need the right personnel. You need the right profile of players. With the players that they have at their disposal, if the coach can be able to get the best out of Hamachit, I believe Uguti they can compete, but obviously they do need. I think they in that goalkeeping department when Brennan Peterson got injured, they were very naked. But now they signed a very good goalkeeper, Lena from Sekukune. I think in that department they look decent. This defensively in that centre back pairing, Yabo Makati, Nabo Kwinika. I still feel good. They do need maybe two. In that defensive midfield role, they only have a Mabu and Ecele. I believe they need another player, and also someone in front of them in that number 8 and then number 10. Someone who's gonna be that creative spark for Ikeda Chiefs, because Chiefs is meant to be a dominant team, but they don't dominate football matches because their midfield 3 is. It's a good midfield, but you can't compare it with the midfield trio Pirates and Sundowns. But I think also they also need someone who can score goals for them. If I ask you who will score goals for Kaizer Chiefs, you won't tell me. But with Pirates in a corner, I believe now, but they need to strengthen the striking department because you can't rely on Umakhopa Pela because that's the only guy that is there because they let go of Mabasa. Sundowns, I feel Sundowns, they are sorted, eh?
Yeah. No, mfethu sibonge kakhulu mangethe for always availing yourself it's khona la kwiGagasi FM. That was another edition of iGagasi FM Sports Unlocked. Njengoba sazi ukuthi iWorld Cup iyaqhubeka, we're down to the last 8, but as well as i-local season izoqala ngekudala. So we're seeing the movements kuma teams ethu ahead of the new season bezama ukuthi babe competitive again ngesizini ezayo. Sibonge kakhulu. That was another edition of the Gagasi FM Sports Unlocked with myself uSamkelo, the sports mchita, joined by umangithi mkhulu Intshebe.
Before we go, I think it is important to give flowers to this guy. Because he's a very good host and he knows what he's doing. So shout out to you, my brother.
No, ngiyabonga kakhulu mfethu. So kubona on the other side, Danko is thank you bafethu. Showcase, bro.
Siyabonga, my brother.
Thank you. Ngiyitokotela ke lento.